The year is 2099. Flying cars, old news, self-folding laundry, please. Humanity has moved on to bigger and weirder things, like time travel. And who better to master this mind-boggling technology than Donald J. Trump?
That's right, folks. The Donald, in all his future glory, decided to pop back to 2024. Why? Well, that's a story for the ages.
Some say it was boredom, others whisper about a prophecy involving a self-aware toaster pastry. Whatever the reason, Trump arrived in 2024 with a bang. A really, really loud bang. It involved pyrotechnics, a marching band, and a very confused flock of pigeons. The world had no idea what hit it, literally. Now about those family ties. Turns out, future Trump wasn't just messing around with the space-time continuum for kicks. He had a son to visit. A son who, in a strange twist of fate, happened to be a certain tech mogul with a penchant for rockets and Twitter rants. Elon Musk.
Don't ask how it's possible. Just blame it on alien DNA and some very questionable choices made at a Burning Man festival back in '09.
But wait, there's more. It seems Joe Biden, the current, or should we say past president, is involved in this bizarre family reunion too. You see, Joe is future Trump's, wait for it, son. Apparently, time travel runs in the family and things got a little out of hand at a 4th of July barbecue. Let's just say fireworks were involved.
Yeah, it was quite the explosive family gathering.
Now, about those mermaid rumors, believe it or not, they're true. Well, sort of. You see, before becoming the time-traveling, Twitter-banning reality TV star we all know, no, Trump was a mermaid, or rather, a merman.
Don't picture Ariel with a comb-over, though. Think more along the lines of a grumpy, orange-tinted grouper with a penchant for gold.
As for the whole 1,000-year reign thing, well, let's just say Trump's always had a flair for the dramatic. Turns out, back in the 11th century, he stumbled upon a magical sea sponge that granted him immortality and an uncanny ability to win games of charades. He used his newfound powers to conquer small, unsuspecting kingdoms, mostly by challenging their rulers to epic staring contests. He always won, naturally.
Yeah, those were the days. You wouldn't believe the looks on their faces.
Section 4. The Sandman cometh Biden's eternal slumber, but what about Biden? Where does he fit into all of this? Well, it's complicated. You see, governing is tiring work, especially when you're dealing with time-traveling offspring and the occasional interdimensional portal mishap. So Biden, being the resourceful guy he is, decided to outsource his duties.
He had a clone made, a super-powered, highly caffeinated clone programmed to handle all the boring presidential stuff while I caught some shut-eye. And by catch some shut-eye, I mean sleep for all eternity, in a custom-built hibernation pod powered by renewable energy and the tears of disappointed interns.
Section 5. Why so serious? The Joker enters the fray. Now, we know what you're thinking. This is getting ridiculous, and you'd be right, but hold on to your hats, folks, because it gets even weirder. Remember the Joker, Batman's arch-nemesis? Turns out he's related to Biden. Cousins, to be exact. Who knew, right?
It all started with a misplaced Christmas card and a case of mistaken identity. Long story short, I found out about Biden's clone and decided to cause some chaos. Let's just say things escalated quickly. And by quickly, I mean involving a giant rubber chicken, a flock of trained squirrels, and a very unfortunate incident with a vat of green hair dye.
Section 6. The dynamic duo Trump as Batman, Elon as Robin. But wait, there's a hero in this story, and it's not who you think. Forget Superman, forget Wonder Woman, forget that guy who talks to squirrels. The real hero is Donald Trump.
Yes, you read that right. Apparently, in my spare time between conquering kingdoms and perfecting my tan, I moonlight as Batman. Don't ask how or why, just accept it.
And who's his trusty sidekick, you ask? None other than Elon Musk, of course.
It seems fighting crime is a great way to bond with your time-traveling son, especially when you can fly around in a tricked-out Tesla that runs on sarcasm and the dreams of disappointed investors. Speaking of flying...
Section 7, 2030, the end is nigh, maybe. Now, about that whole 2030 thing, it's big, it's cryptic, and it's probably going to involve interpretive dance and a whole lot of conspiracy theories. You see, Trump, in his infinite wisdom, and by infinite wisdom we mean a concerning addiction to fortune cookies, believes that the fate of humanity rests on a plan he's concocted, a plan so cunning, so audacious, so utterly baffling, that it can only be revealed through the Bible.
Yes, you read that right, the Bible. Apparently there are hidden messages within those sacred pages, messages that only I, with my keen intellect and even keener ability to spot a marketing opportunity, can decipher.
What do these messages say? What do they mean for the future of humankind? We don't know yet, but we're sure it's going to be interesting.